All right, everybody, now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, hip-hop rocker Dru Ross. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for everybody viewing. It's just a pleasure to be on the show. Thank you so much.
Let me introduce you
go ahead
to everybody, starting off with our cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hey, how are you?
Bad.
Good. I think we're going to have a good show because you look like a guy that's a lot of fun.
Oh, baby, we'll have fun all night long, I tell you that.
Good.
Then we got the man behind the boards, Mr. Chad Murphy.
Dru Ross, I like the back setting back there. It's cool.
Hey, thank you. That is all thanks to Studio City Sound and Studio City.
Looks good. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, my friend. It's a pleasure.
And we have a chat room full of people, so say hello to everybody in the chat room.
Hey, everybody. It's a pleasure. Thanks for tuning in today.
Where are you in studio? I know I lived in California for like thousands of years. Where in Studio City are you?
Let me ask the audience. Hey, Larry, where are parks are we?
Witsit and Moore Park.
Witsit and Moore Park.
Okay, so you're far from where I thought. I thought you'd be on Ventura Boulevard around the bend opposite something, which is where the puppet people
Hey, Larry,
are.
actually have Larry just stick his head in and say hi.
Yeah, Larry, come say hi to the people.
Is this Larry Weir?
Get my main man in here. This is the man of all the badges. Yeah.
How are you, buddy?
It's good. It's nice to meet you. And for everybody who doesn't know, besides the fact that you're like a big music guru, you're also Michael Damian's big brother, right?
That's right.
There you go.
We love Michael. and the
Right, Michael Damian's older brother.
Old, okay, or younger. I could have said younger, but I just figured
You're
like.
sweet. I taught him all the dirty tricks.
Yeah, but Michael don't.
I can't get into that.
Michael's as clean and pure as a Catholic Christian saint.
Yeah.
I mean, he all he does when he's with me is go, "Oh, Ron. Oh, Ron."
I watched that interview and
I'm sure that you shocked his wife, too. I'm sure, because she's,
No,
actually Janine was shaking it in the back in your interview. Ron had her all stirred up. He's a dirty bird.
Janine is, when I call Janine the blonde, I don't even call her Janine. It's Michael Damian and the
He
blonde.
shook it like this in the video. It was awesome. I'm like, yeah.
I'm shocked at that kind of...
But
Whatever.
Janine's sister is the cool one. She's outrageously wild. I love her. What the hell is her name?
Joe Jamie.
Joe Jamie. I
What do
swear,
you mean,
it's
we love all of them.
Jamie, too?
when I talk to them, it's like talking to Petticoat Junction with their names, and I told them that.
We love
It's the Hazard gang,
And we also love Rico.
Rico.
Rico's a cool guy.
I never liked him, but it's okay.
You never liked Rico?
Joking.
Oh. Come back. I want to talk about your mother. Come back.
Larry, come back.
Larry, come back.
He'll come back. We'll bring him back in a minute.
Wait.
Just for one more second.
Yeah, that's all right. Larry, come.
Yeah, she was actually. What? She was actually on the show.
My mom was on the show?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
know,
Michael called her.
Larry,
She
listen.
tells me any of this stuff. I have to find out from
You know why he called her? My family's from Genoa, one town away from where you guys came from. We're Genovese, just like you, and your mother's Genovese. So I spoke to your mother in Zenese, which is the dialect
That's a dialect.
of
Yeah.
Genovese.
And nobody
I
could understand
listened
any
to
of
that my whole life. Never could understand anything. Tried it every time they wanted to talk bad about me. They spoke in that dialect. I'm still mad about it today.
It's so funny because
because
when they were talking to her, when Ron was talking to her on the show, millions of people were sitting there going, "What the heck are they saying?"
Right.
That's funny. I haven't heard that in a long time. That was the whole. Wow, that brings me way back.
Even the
Sestri Levante was a little fishing village where my grandfather.
And we came from Pegli. Pegli is right next to Sestri Levante. I used to go to Sestri when I lived there for a year because I was bad, and my parents sent me to Italy where I got worse. But Italian men are magnificent. Anyway, I used to go to the pasticceria in Sestri Levante. I take the trolley car. Right, the trolley car stopped right in front of our apartment building in Pegli. We were on the ocean. The waves used to hit the back of the building. It was magnificent living there. Except my
My favorite candy in the whole world is Torona, which they make right there in Sestri in a little shop. And every holiday season, I pay big bucks to have that stuff shipped over from the relatives.
Well, the pasticceria there, which is the pastry shop, is out of this world. I hope they're still there because I'm going to Italy next year with Jimmy.
Okay, so hold on. Here's what I want to do real quick. So first of all, anybody.
Listen, when you talk to your mother, say, "Ciao, Bella." From
I will.
So everybody, this is Larry Weir. Is that how we pronounce it, Weir? Because I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a big time music producer and also produced Dru Ross's Love Simulation EP.
Yes, he's also the radio promoter for the record. He's the man behind the stats, baby.
And
he's making it all happen.
And Larry has a brother named Tom, who's a Grammy-winning recording engineer.
Yeah, this is his studio, Tom's studio.
And this is Studio City Sound, everybody, where Michael Jackson, the Ramones, all kinds of super famous people have recorded. And if you guys need to get to them, you can go to, I have no idea, is there a website for Studio City Sound?
StudioCitySound.com.
There you go. So check it all out, and you guys can find Larry Weir on Twitter, which I don't think you're like following me on Twitter, so you should be.
Larry, why do you have a different name than Michael?
Because it's a stage name.
You know, a quick story.
I don't know
when in fact, Debbie Fee is here from Tiger Beat Magazine.
Hi, Debbie. Come on in. It's
down here and say hi. But Debbie Fee, back in the day, took us into a meeting with Chuck Loffer, who was the publisher. And Chuck says to me, "What's the kid's name?" And I said, "Michael Weir." And he goes, "Oh, no, that you're going to scare the girls. What's your middle name?" "Damien." I goes, "All right, we're getting rid of Weir." I had to come home that day and tell my parents that his name got changed. They were so pissed.
It worked out, though. It worked out. It went to #1, so, hey, it was worth it.
My father, who's Genovese.
The girls loved it.
My father, who was Genovese, born in Genoa, found out that my name has been changed to Russell. He said to me in Italian, "What's wrong with you? You're ashamed of your name? You're embarrassed? You have a beautiful name. Your name is Antica. It goes back to the pirati, to the pirates." I said, "It would be very difficult to be on television, and my name is Rolando Rocco Sassarigo." Go on with that name. So my father still didn't understand. He said, "Well, Sassarigo is a nice name." I said, "Yeah, in Italy, but we're not in Italy. We're in Hollywood."
You got
Hollywood. Yeah, say that 10 times. I couldn't do it. It's a beautiful name, though.
Rolando Rocco Sassarigo. It sounds
sounds amazing. It sounds like royalty, my friend.
Oh, it sounds like you're having a stroke and your tongue is going wild in your mouth. Someone needs to put a spoon in there and hold that tongue still. And also autographing. If I have to do an autograph,
takes forever.
Forever.
All right. So anyway, so we're gonna so now Larry, we may bring you back later, but we're gonna kick you out now and let Drew sit there by himself since it's his interview. Even though
I love all you people out there.
I love
you, Larry.
And you're as nice as your brother.
All right, so now we're back with Dru Ross, everybody. He's got his first single, Love Simulation, climbing up the charts. His first EP is also called Love Simulation. Oh, wait, I think the EP is called Love Simulation, Stimulation for the Nation. Is that correct?
Yeah, just a little slogan there for the people.
There you go. So you got all kinds of big people working on it. So I took some little notes just about you. So first of all, you're from where are you actually originally from?
I'm from a little town of Goldendale, Washington, about 3,200 people. And a place where you know everybody's dog's name.
Oh, that's good.
Like Andy Griffith or something. Okay, so then I read you went on vacation. You met somebody who was in music. They introduced you to Larry. How did you actually get from Washington to L.A.?
I came out to L.A. 3 years ago to search this dream out and to follow my dreams. And my parents were in Miami on vacation, and they met a man named Jim Burns. And Jeff Burns, excuse me. I apologize. Jeff Burns. And they put us in touch with Larry. And me and Larry met for a beer. And he asked me to send me his music. And he's like, let's cut a record. And so that's how it all started. And just basically just a godsend for sure.
And I read that you recorded your demos in a tiny closet in an apartment on Hollywood Boulevard.
Careful
and they were
about
so
that.
good.
Careful about the closet.
Oh. Yeah, my friend, he actually told me, he's like, Drew,
come out of the
closet. Came out of the closet, man.
Come out of the closet.
I'm proud of you. So I mean, I'm out of the closet now and in the studio, and yeah, it was actually, oh man, it was a sweat box. I used to just sit in this closet and sweat for 8 hours just making these tracks before I met Larry.
You know, I used
love
to sit
that.
in the closet for 10 hours in a girdle, high heels, and stockings. It was a bitch. It was a bitch.
Hey, Drew, I don't know. Did I have you say hi to Cherie or no? Did I? She's in the chat room. She says she wants to hear your freestyle, which maybe we can do like in a little bit if you can do. I don't know if you can do a freestyle live or not, but
I can do something for you, you bet.
Wait, who's Cherie?
Cherie Golub from High Strung Movies. Her husband was the executive producer.
Oh, I love her. This is the one with the big boobs. Hey,
Oh, I absolutely love that show. I'd love to say hi to her.
It's her
Yeah,
tits.
say hi to Cherie. Say hi to Cherie. She's in the
She
chat room.
had a gown on.
Hi, Cherie. I watched High Strung on Netflix. It was absolutely amazing, very riveting. It was very enlightening, and the music was incredible, and the characters were wonderful. So you guys your husband did a beautiful job.
She had a gown on that was so sexy, and she's got a nice body, with a set of jugs you can't believe.
Be careful. She got little kids.
Oh, so what is that? What? They don't know their mother's.
My goodness, making my mouth water. Where's the pictures at?
Don't know if their mother's hung, do they? Anyway, when I was talking to her, I had my hands like this. In the event they popped out, I could quickly smack them right back in. But all I did all night long was tease her about the boobs, and everybody was looking. She's quite a sexy lady. And her husband
like it.
agreed with me. He said she's very sexy. And he was getting off all night long, looking at those knockers.
Fabulous.
Guaranteed she got felt up on the way home and definitely banged that night. No question about
Okay.
that.
Nice.
Oh, shut up.
Sounds like a treat.
Rude. Now, you're straight, I gather.
Yeah.
Right. You have a girlfriend?
Yes, I do.
Is she
She's in law school right now, and she keeps me together. I tell you.
Or school?
Way to go, dude. That's awesome.
She's got a.
Hey, I'm not an idiot, baby. I'll tell you that much.
She's
Gotta find a good one.
She has to make a minimum of $250 a year. You did good.
Oh, I mean, but she's wonderful. I mean, her heart is just,
Okay.
she's incredible.
And did you meet her in L.A. or did you guys come together?
You know, I met her on Match.com, actually.
Oh,
Oh.
what?
I came down here and I kept going out, and all the women kept asking me what I did, and I was like, I'm broke. And then they said, well, see you later. And so I said, well, I better get on Match.com and find somebody who will listen to me, because I don't got enough money to be playing in these woods.
But
Well,
people like those.
I went on heartup.com.
Hard up.
Yeah,
Woo!
and Jimmy called.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
I got married because I felt sorry for him. I think nobody else going to want him, so I might as well marry him.
Cherie says definitely.
Yeah, you guys look like a good couple.
Well, we're married how long now? 4 years?
4 years in October.
Yeah. Oh, a celebration. Oh,
Congratulations. That's
just-
wonderful.
I could use another watch.
All right, so listen. Okay, first of all, okay, before we play your song, I want you
Oh,
to
and
introduce
also,
the song.
excuse me, I have to take my earplugs out. I will hold them away. We went to Fire Island 2 weeks ago for drag pageant Miss Fire Island. The fucking speakers were the size of two houses, and they were all bass. Whatever they did, they made my ears ring, and now I'm not supposed to have any loud noises in my ear.
Loud music. He can't listen
Loud
to loud.
noise.
My grandpa's ears ring, and he's always suffering. So
I
I
see.
definitely take care of your ears, my.
Because I can't hear people. The
Okay, so-
ringing is louder than the voice.
I'm not going to play it quite yet. I'm going to talk with him for a
okay,
minute.
okay.
All right, so here's what I want. I want to talk a little bit because all your musical influences, they're kind of like from my generation because your influences are more like 80s, 90s, and
Very old school.
very old school. And I like the fact that somewhere I read you're bringing sexy back with like a 90s vibe. So let's just talk about, first of all, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. I have to tell you, that's like the only song. Good Vibrations is like my only song. That's like my karaoke jam. I know all the words to it, and I freaking love it. So that's a really.
Hey, Colby, I'll do a duet with you, baby. I'll be the dancer.
I
No, you
love
don't want to do a duet with him.
No, I'm terrible, but it's still fun. You gotta have fun. Then you got the Backstreet Boys, which I actually used to have dressed before as a clothing designer when I was a clothing
When
designer.
Jimmy sings, he sounds like an ambulance on 3rd Avenue in New York.
Okay, I'm terrible. I get it.
You're horrible, Rod. You're horrible.
I tell it like it is.
But you got the Backstreet Boys. You got Usher, who's phenomenal. You got Justin Timberlake, who actually back in that day, in my days, Justin Timberlake wasn't around yet because he's like late '90s, early 2000s. Really.
Is he
so,
gay?
No. Then you got Dr. Dre, you got Snoop Dogg, who I actually met Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg at the Source Awards one year, and Ron and I are doing a movie called L.A. Jogger soon, and Snoop Dogg's in it, so we'll get to meet him. And
Wow, that's really
I
cool.
have a part. Jimmy has a cameo.
Jamie Foxx, Eminem, and Ludacris, and I actually did the costume design for Too Fast, Too Furious, so I got to hang out with Ludacris. I went to a party with him and LL Cool J, and it was really.
That is awesome.
So
What were you? Are you picking the fabric, or are you actually inside the process of making it? That's
I
incredible.
don't actually make fabric, but like I used to. I don't do it really so much anymore. But I used to like have 2 stores in Florida and dressed all the super like Elton John, Madonna. I dressed everybody because everything I made was one of a kind, and it got me into a lot of events.
He dressed Ozzy,
That's
who did all his
fascinating.
runway work. So
Yeah,
we have to give our lovely Ozzy
shout out.
Ozzy.
Ludacris is the coolest. I have to tell you too.
No,
Like
Ozzy's the coolest.
no, Ozzy's on a different level. Ludacris
Yeah,
is on a different
Ozzy's
level.
sweet.
So who are some of the? Do you have like any current people that you think? Oh my God, I like really like these people now. Who's out now that you think is really hot?
Well, I mean, I could pick a song from every single artist in the world that I love, but when it comes to me, I'm always going back to the old school music, and even the old school music artists. I mean, if you look at what Ludacris just put out, the 3 songs he just put out, they were incredible. I mean, there's nothing like the 90s, and there's nothing like somebody that loves it, really is addicted to what they do. And I just think that this new age isn't so much involved as much as they are. And so I love the old school stuff, but I mean, Justin Bieber, Drake, I mean, they're all making good music.
But it's all the same.
It's all the same, and there's no doubt about that. But I mean, as far as making good, solid, good sounding music, a lot of ear candy. I mean, there's a lot of impressive stuff going on.
I see that you wrote Macklemore. Like I love Macklemore.
Yeah, he's incredible. He's got a good positive movement. I think that with the times we're in now, we just got to laugh a little bit more and be kind-hearted. And I just think that anybody with that message is in the right place.
I agree 100%, and that's what the next.
I have no idea of whom you're speaking, so I keep my mouth shut.
Okay,
we could talk about Doris Day.
No, let's go back. Actually, ask him if.
Then I'll have to keep my mouth shut.
So let's talk about that a little bit, because hip hop music usually goes in 2 different directions. You have like the hip hop that's not all that pro make the world a better place, and then you've got like the Macklemores and the Commons and the people who do like educated, really cool hip hop music. And your first single, Love Simulation, I wrote down it's about the good times, out with the bad, in with the new, and that's one thing I like about all your thinking in all your music, and everything I've read, is all about like, realizing your dreams, not condemning other people. Everybody can do well, and if everybody supports each other, everybody would do well, and give up on the hatred and all that kind of stuff and have a good time.
Well,
with me, it's about sex and love, baby.
But
Love
if Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton would not show the world their stupidity by being 2 evil queens dishing each other instead of talking about what they could do for us, young people are listening to these 2 jerks. If one of them is going to be the president and continue this sort of behavior, we're going to have more hostility, more evil doings, and more stupidity than we have right now. They
No doubt.
have to stop. It's too late already because they've already poisoned the world. Europe is cracking up laughing from them. They're the best comedy team since Burns and Allen or since Abbott and Costello.
Actually, you'll know Abbott and Costello. You might not know Burns and Allen.
George Burns.
No, I do not.
George Burns and Gracie Allen.
We want to give a shout out to Keith Golub, who just joined us in the chat room. He wrote crazy that the 90s are considered old school, which is true, since that's like I'm 80s and 90s.
Old school. What the hell am I then? Primitive?
You're like old school.
I'm like dead. I'm like the only one alive. Everybody's dead school.
All right, so I'm going to read a quote, and after we read the quote, talk about it for a second. Then I'm going to have you introduce the single, and we're going to let everybody hear your first single, Love Simulation.
Okay, before you do that, Sharon Lee is in our chat room. Sharon, I want your opinion of his music, honey, because Sharon Lee has got one of the best rock bands out there. She's fabulous.
Wow, and I got a rock song for her that will be in my last on the EP, and it's a rocker hip hop anthem. And
well, here,
I would love for her to hear it.
Her group, Sharon Leah's group is skyrocketing to fame.
Just like you.
Another couple of years, you hear their name all over the place. They're fabulous.
All right, so here's a quote that I read, and I think this is in your press kit, actually. We spend too much time hung up on people's hatred. We forget our own visions of success. We stop moving because bad people tell us to, which I hate that. I will no longer be drowned in the thought that people want me to fail. I will prevail. I will succeed. It's time for the haters to take a back seat. Believe with me. And I have to say, first of all, I think that's beautiful. Second of all, I really think it's like so true. And just as an example, we were on the cover of, we had an article written about us in the Huffington Post, and we posted it on Facebook.
You're never going to hear the end of this.
And I put it on Facebook, and I got like 3 people liked it and commented. If I said my dog died, I would have 6,000 I'm sorries and poor dog, but whenever anything good happens, people don't really support you. And I see that in the statement. And you're going into a very competitive industry. You're doing very, very well at a young age. You got a great team of people, supporting you. The music is great and everything. So I think it's really great.
Let me explain the reason why that is. Years and years ago, in the dark ages when I was a young man, people were very impressed with school teachers and doctors. If you were a doctor, oh my God, how you do, doctor. Today, nobody gives a shit about doctors, and school teachers are considered stupid nothings. Media and entertainment, oh my God, you're an actor, you're a singer, you're a dancer, oh my God, that's what I have to be great. If I can't be that, then I'm just an ordinary piece of shit. I'm only a scientist, a school teacher, or whatever else I said.
It's a terrible attitude.
I think it's terrible. I think we have to start giving our teachers more love and respect, paying them more.
That's not the point I'm going for. The point I'm going for is if they are not in our business on television like we are, they feel they failed because they're not famous. So therefore, they don't support us.
He's saying that people on Facebook, they don't support it. The only ones that ever comment are the ones who are also in the business.
Who are in our business.
Who are in the business. But the people who aren't in the business never comment.
They don't comment because they wish they could be in the business. I know.
It's a rough thing to sell good vibes and happiness when everybody's struggling. You have a lot of people struggling, and you're all positive, and you come off as grandiose. Sometimes it's just too much.
Why is it if you post something negative, like my dick fell off, everybody does like?
I know. That's what it's a cruel place we live in, but we got to be the ones to maintain this positive vibe in the future. And that's just what we have to do.
I have always been positive all of my life, and people called me a dreamer, stupid, or whatever. And
that's what they call me.
That's why we get along so good.
I know. You guys are incredible to talk to. It's just a pleasure.
I have always said to people, there is humor in tragedy.
Yeah.
There's happy in sad. If you look for it, like your mother dies, you're unhappy. It's sad. But just think, she's not sick anymore. She may be in a better place, and she's happy. So there's always a positive, happy side to every negative side. But people choose to look at the negative because it's easier.
Yeah, you bet.
Happier
okay, so hold
said
on.
and done.
So you got a new single. First of all, the single, it's available on all the digital download sites everywhere, right? It's called Love Simulation. Yeah. When does the EP come out? Do we know when the EP is coming out?
Larry, what do you think on a date for that?
About 3 weeks.
About 3 weeks. EP will be out in about 3 weeks, and I just want to name off a couple people that worked on the project, if I could.
Absolutely.
I have a lot of beautiful people on this project. From my backup singers, I have Phoebe Crenshaw and Heather Yeomans, and they just did an incredible job. Their voices they just get me all excited. And then I have a beautiful engineer in Marcus Colbert, and then also the master engineer is Tom Weir. And the job that they did, the amount of time that Marcus Colbert gave me in the studio was just absolutely incredible. And then Tyler Page, go ahead.
Is Tom there?
Yeah, he's in session right now.
We just want to see what the Michael's other brother looks like, but okay.
He's in.
Yeah, I would have loved to bring him in. I think he's in session. He would have loved to say hi.
Is that what they call it, in session?
When you're in a recording studio, yeah.
Yeah. When you saw a shrink, you were in session.
Well, anyway.
Well, that too, my friend. Hey, sex session too. I mean,
Okay, you can keep
there are
going.
all types of sessions, baby.
See how everything changes?
So what's the keep going then? Who? Because I cut you off.
Okay, so another engineer that went out to a legendary guitar player, Tim Pierce. He was extraordinary on the record. He played all 5 songs. He's just one of the coolest, nicest, kind-hearted people. And Tyler Page is another engineer that traveled with us. And then my beat master, he works here at Studio City Sound. His name is Michael Page, and he's absolutely incredible. It was Michael Parnell. Excuse me.
Who's Marcus?
Marcus Colbert. Carl, come here.
Come here, Marcus, because I talked to Marcus earlier, but I didn't.
Strapped young man. Let me introduce you.
All right, Marcus, sit down real quick. Hurry up.
Marcus is the one that was with me through the entire recording process, listening to all the music.
You look like
and he has his own project actually out right now. Yeah. Plug your own project.
Let me ask him a
We're
question.
here for Drew.
That's okay.
He does music too. He's just a great guy.
Okay. You look like Jared Leto with the hat on.
Listen to me. Are you Claudette Colbert's grandson?
Not that I know of.
The great movie actress, Claudette Colbert.
Nope.
Not that I know of. No, I don't know. Maybe somewhere down the line.
You'd probably know.
Well, that's a no then.
Maybe Claudette had an affair quickly and gave you away.
Hey, you never know.
All right, so Marcus, real quick, tell us the name of is your project finished or no?
Yeah, we have some songs out. All right, we go by Bad Apple. It's on Spotify and iTunes, all that.
All right, so we'll check that out. Everybody, check out Bad Apple. But if you're only gonna buy one album, you gotta buy Dru Ross's, and then if you're gonna buy 2, then you can buy Marcus's.
You bet. That's right. Keep that order intact, baby.
So thanks, Marcus. So Drew, how about this? We're gonna play your single, Chad.
Hi, Captain.
Hey, you guys, I got a treat for you. I got a treat.
Oh, okay.
Here's the legendary Tom Weir, baby. Let's give it up for him. Grammy Award-winning Tommy Weir.
All right.
This is my man here. I tell you, he did some incredible stuff. If you listen, Jimmy, when you get it in the earphones, when that baby's transferring from left to right ear, that's my man here. He's doing some incredible things.
I got my hearing aids fixed.
How you doing? It's nice to meet you. We're a big fan of your younger brother, or I don't know, maybe you're the younger brother, but Michael, we're a big fan of
I call him the ugly brother.
You got that right.
Oh, here, got this for Drew. Here, give that to him.
This is my man. This is his Grammy.
That's yours, man.
They keep having me take pictures.
That's good, though, because that's like foreseeing the future. When you take pictures,
exactly right.
Think it, and it will come true.
Now, answer me a question. Do you love pesto?
What one are you asking?
Michael's brother.
Oh, I love pesto?
Hell, of course.
Of course you love pesto.
Yeah, man.
Now,
Larry's a master chef. Did you know that? My brother Larry.
Well, I assume your mom is the chef because actually not. In Genoa, because I'm Genovese also, the men are the big cooks.
I know my mom was a good cook, but Larry's picked up on it. My mom's kind of just playing piano and doing albums now.
But how was your father as a cook?
He just Bailey just made alcohol.
Oh. Yeah, because the Genovese men are terrific cooks, mostly chefs.
No, my relatives in Italy, they're the best. He's the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Larry told you, they're in Sestri Levante.
I know that. We come from Peggy, right next door, next town over.
While you guys are in the studio, I have a request. I need the 2 Weir brothers and Drew to take a picture all together so like we can use it for promotion. So sometime Cherie wants one, and I'll take a screenshot. Maybe Chad can take a screenshot. Actually, have Larry come back in real quick.
Everybody gather.
Larry, so we can have all 3 of you in at one time. At least it'll be on video.
Okay. All right. Wonderful.
Is Larry still there?
Yeah, he's coming.
He's out in the parking lot. I don't know what he's doing back there.
Meanwhile, your brother and sister-in-law did some beautiful movie.
Oh, yeah, I think came out great.
I love that movie. Jimmy and I did the red carpet on it in New York, and everybody loved it. When they came out of that theater, people were just buzzing around about it. It's gotten great.
Well, I watched your red carpet interviews. They were excellent. I watched it yesterday. You guys are just really great interviewers. It was a beautiful. You guys look sharp too, my friend.
Yeah, we were
pretty dapper over there on that red carpet.
Shirts.
I'm a New Yorker.
Hey, you know what's funny? The guy that actually discovered you, Jeff Burns, is actually on the phone from Toronto,
Say hi.
right there on the speaker. So say hi to Jeff Burns.
Hey,
Hey, Jeff Birds, how we doing, baby?
Hey, baby.
Good, good. We're on the Jimmy Star and Ron Russell show here.
Dude, how
Larry,
Say
get the
hi.
camera, man. You gotta get the camera, man.
there you go. It works perfect. Hold on, Larry, get in closer so we can get like.
Larry,
Yeah.
you gotta get in closer.
They've been taking good care of me, let me tell you.
wait.
You can eat, Larry.
Wait, I'm a lighting freak.
That's okay. You don't have that much
We need a
time.
little bit more light for the
I just want to say thank you so much for everything.
They said they need a
Putting
little
us
more
in the
light.
right direction.
A little more light. We're going to give you a little more.
That's all right. So everybody now on the screen, if you're watching and you're listening, you get to see all
dark.
three of
Lighten
them.
up,
We've got
lighten up.
Larry Weir, Tom Weir, and Drew Ross. Everybody
right,
say hi
take
one at a time. Say hi one at a time.
Larry, we're here.
There you go.
Tom, we're here.
There we go.
Drew Ross, baby.
There you go. Because that way we can cut clips out of the video of this like later because Cherie's having a heart attack. Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
So now we're going to play the song that all you guys worked on, Love Simulation. We're going to let Drew introduce it for us. And Chad, you got that ready?
You betcha.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Drew,
Take it away, Drew.
Thank you so much, guys. So here's you introduce the song. We're going to play it for everybody, and you hang on while we're playing it, and then we're going to talk about it when we get back.
Alrighty. Well, hey, everybody, here's the song Love Simulation, baby.
All I wanna do is need you. All I wanna do is please you. Look into my mind and see. All I wanna do is make music for you. I live the ride with the beat by my side. Get silly.
It looks like a highlighted.
This song like Free Willy. Driving around, dropping it down, jumping out the car like Dukes of Hazzard. I'm the Duke of you. Getting funky loop, shaking my caboose. Everybody stare with my crew. Rock the hip hop, throwing the hands to feel free. I don't give a what you think I should be. I do it how I do it. You
Shake it, Jimmy. Shake it, baby.
difference to me. Just don't stand for too long, B. For your girl, my follow your eyes, ready to mind and see what you want and want and more. And boy, I can't ignore. You best look away for the
Go, Jimmy.
lady. For the more, she said goodbye. Goodbye. Love simulation. Love simulation. Love simulation. Love simulation. Live it up and where we go. It's about the good time. Out with a bad, in with a note. I'm stylish, I'm wildish. You know this, don't hate this. I need this. Oh baby, not yet, baby. Why not, baby? I got everything you need, baby. Let's jump it off with a party on. Toast to us, here's to you. So special, so credible, so edible, so true. Love simulation. Love simulation. Love simulation. Love simulation. What's coming to your ear? Yeah. It's incredible. Watch what I do when I shake it up. What up? What's your name? How you doing? I'm feeling like a daydream. One on me. Let's start the party in the AM. How about it? Don't even think about it. You wanna see me smile? Say a while. Get a little wild. I'll have you in before dawn. Stark naked. That's my interpretation of the sexual situation. Let's start the love simulation. Love simulation. Love simulation, love simulation, love simulation, love simulation, stuck in love simulation, love simulation, love simulation, love simulation, love simulation, love simulation. It's so good, love simulation. I know it's good, love simulation. Pleasure, watch out for your self-control. Thank you for my pleasure, watch out for your self-control. I wouldn't be goddamn without losing control. It is what it is. You're right. Gotta rock with the rest of them, with the rest of them. Come on, baby, talk to me. Talk to me. Come on, baby, rock with me. I swear. Come on, baby, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby, talk to me. Come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby, walk with me. All I wanna do is need you. All I wanna do is please you. Please you, please. Look into my mind and see. All I wanna do is make music for you, babe.
Woo! Yeah, it's Love Simulation. Like I love it, and like it's like we could almost call you like Lil Snoop.
Thank you, baby.
Or maybe
I appreciate it. That's the legend of the game.
Lil White Snoop.
To tell
Yeah, he's
to
one of my
tell you the
favorites
truth,
for sure. He's a
to tell
legend.
you the truth, I'd rather dance to it than listen to it. Because listening to it is like half of it. Dancing to it is totally.
That's what everybody in the chat room was dancing. They
Yeah,
were saying,
I
"Let's go."
can't dance here because the dog is under my feet. The fucking wires are all over. The whole set will fall apart. It's fucking funny. But I could have shook. I dance, by the way. Still at my age, I dance quite well also. But I would dance to that. I love that. A couple of beers, a little pot. just tokes of weed, nothing more than that. Because then I get crazy. I rape everybody.
The music's incredible. It's just an honor. I missed one guy. Matt Long was the drummer. Matt Lang. Log. It's Log? Matt Log. Excuse me. Apologize to Matt Long. Sorry. But yeah, it was absolutely incredible. Tim Pierce. Just the music, it just gets me fired up.
Jimmy and I covered this thing in Florida. We were there for 4 days. What was it called? The thing we went to. Remember?
One Magical Weekend?
One Magical Weekend. And we were the ones that ran it. That fucking music all night long.
It was all dance
Wait
music.
a minute.
But like,
here's what I heard. Boom, 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 boom. That was the first night. I figured, all right, they're going to change. Now, they stuck us in the third floor overlooking the swimming pool. They decided to have a party around the swimming pool all night. Boom, bada, boom, boom, bada, boom.
It's like all EDM, like, really transy dance
By
music,
the time
which
we
we don't
got
like.
on the airplane, I was.
Yeah, that's not my cup of tea.
But I was so happy to hear the engines on the airplane. You have no idea. Because that boom, bada, boom stuck with me. Boom. I mean, what kind of bullshit is this?
No.
The same.
So you have a 5-song EP coming out. Love Simulation is the first single. You're going to have 4 other songs. They're all a little bit different, right? Because you told me one of them's got like a more rocker vibe to it.
You bet. The last one, number 5, we're gonna close the show, and it's a powerhouse.
Yeah, you gotta love it.
Sure. A little bit more gritty. It's more of instead of it's more like when you deal with haters every day and you create that energy of like, well, you're messing with the wrong person.
Absolutely. So
tell us where you're playing so people can come see you.
Well, that's in the works. I just played at the Whiskey Go-Go, and it was incredible. And then right now, me and Larry and a couple other people are getting together a new show. I'm not sure where that's going to be yet. But as soon as I know, I'm going to Twitter you guys and let you know.
That's perfect. Right. So how was playing at the Whiskey? I mean, that's like everybody knows it. Anybody who's played there, that was like your first really big gig, right?
Yeah. It was amazing. I mean, number one, the staff there was so inviting, just wonderful to everybody. And it was just an honor to play there, and I just enjoyed myself. And we had a packed house and got a little encore, and I freestyled on it, and so a cappella, and so it was a hell of a show. It was just incredible experience to be on the stage there.
All the great stars of the 1960s, because I used to go to the Whiskey, and when it was really the club that you couldn't even get in, they pulled that Studio 54 bullshit where only certain people were allowed to go in.
I think it's still that way.
And I think the first person I saw there, and I don't remember her name, was that one that used to scream a lot, the Rose. What was her name? They called her the Rose.
Oh, you're talking about
Janis Joplin.
Janis Joplin?
The place was packed. Everybody was dropping acid and all kinds of shit. They were banging each other, taking their clothes off. They had to almost stop the show where they would throw people out if they didn't stop. The girls had their tops off, shaking.
Had a soft orgy going on? Or what?
It was like notorious. And then
I should have been at that show. What's going on here?
And then the Mamas and the Papas appeared there, and all the great stars of that day. The Whiskey was some disco. That's what it was called, the discotheque. The Whiskey A Go Go Disco. All the girls had their white boots.
Now it's the place to play, though. So, well, actually, we should say
is there
congratulations.
dancing? Is there dancing there anymore?
Everybody was dancing for my show. I'll tell you that.
Right.
So
Yeah.
hold on. So Cherie wanted to hear you freestyle. Can you freestyle something cool? Like it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, I got something for you.
All right. Okay. First of all, let me give you like a good intro. All right. Hey Chad, you got any like music we could use for like a quick intro?
I sure don't.
Okay.
It's all right. Acapella fine.
Dru Ross, you can follow him on Twitter at Dru Ross Music. Dru is DRU. Check him out in his Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell freestyle.
My visions peak when my due diligence leaks signs of my shine. Y'all gotta stop wasting time. Hating, mistaken, thinking change is in the making when all you're doing is irritating. Motivating my mad white funky wiggle. I'm in the zone, dropping dimes on the hard lines, just stopping and popping. You think I'm gonna show up and slow up my shine? Buff out my grind just to take my spot in line? Don't waste my time. Y'all cowards talking shit for hours. I skip the beat and bounce you off the track. All y'all wax, so stand back with my crew rack stacks like Big Daddy Max. And for the record, the name's Dru Baby. Dru Baby Righteous.
I love it. Way to go. Clap. Yeah, Chad, you got a clap you can do?
I'll add that later.
Okay. Way to go, Dru.
Now, if I didn't know any better, I would swear that you were black and you came from Harlem.
I hear that a lot.
That's so well. I mean, you could impersonate black people. Can you do Chinese?
I'm not at this moment, but I bet you if I gave you a good month of practice, I could do it.
Chinese people have rap music?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
What is it like? Oh, yeah, oh, 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 yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah, oh, fuck it.
Something like that,
And
baby.
then every now and then you'll hear this, yeah, fuck. No, yeah.
All right, so let's get out, everybody. First of all, everybody, the first single is called Love Simulation. You can go to iTunes, all your digital download sites, and get it. Go ahead and get it pretty soon. We'll let you know when the album comes out. We'll let everybody know, and we'll play some music off of it, so you guys are going to want to get it. But the single's called Love Simulation. The EP is called Love Simulation, Stimulation for the Nation. You can follow Dru on Twitter. It's at Dru Ross Music, DRUROSSMUSIC, and he is very smart and was able to get Dru Ross Music for most of his social media. So I know he's Dru Ross Music on Instagram. What else are you on Facebook?
Facebook, Twitter.
Facebook, Twitter. There you go. Do you do Vine? You should do Vine, dude.
Basically, I'm gonna get involved in everything. I'm just started out, I'm just getting the hang of this whole Twitter thing, and I'm from the country, and I just I've never been a fan of all the internet stuff because of all the hatred. So I'm just getting the hang of things. I mean, yeah, I'm sure you could teach me a couple things, Jimmy. I see that Twitter. You're off the map, baby.
All you got to do is take that little button and click on those people's names, and you hit block, and then they can't see any of your stuff. And if they're a hater, you're just like, hey, dude, you lost out. You're never going to see anything I do again, and you hit the little block button, and you're done.
And just think of all.
I'm going to need that.
Think of all the people that you could connect with, millions and millions of people to get your message out there.
I love it. I think you're going to be awesome. You're going to be such a freaking superstar. I think there is nobody like you right now. You're doing something that's new. It's very different. And I think people are going to be really open to something new and different because we're always looking for something new and different. And everything that's getting put out right now, it all sounds the same. Also,
thanks for the lovely words.
Says, give Dru a kiss for me. So, I'm kissing you, but that's not from me. That's from Cherie.
Was that the one with the knockers?
It could be from us too.
Yeah, it's from us too. So everybody,
we love everybody.
Follow
we kiss
Dru
everybody.
Ross Music on Twitter. You guys get his new single. If you need to record someplace and you're in LA, you definitely want to go to Studio City Sound, StudioCitySound.com. We want to give a shout out to Larry and Tom Ware and the Michael Damian family and everybody involved with High Strung that helped promote this having you come on the show today and for introducing us to you.
Mm-hmm. I second that.
And we want to thank you for coming on the show. And that's about it, dude. We'll be talking on Twitter. If you need anything, you let us know.
Hey, thank you guys for everything. It's just been a pleasure. You guys,
fun.
stop place. Thank you.
You're good.
We had
You're
a good
fun.
time. All right, Dru. Take care. Bye, everybody.
Great success with your work.
There you go. Gotta love it. Hey, Chad, that was fun, right?
I agree.